Yeah,
We're here to check on our babies.
the rain was pouring, and I was like, is that the air conditioner on?
Yeah.
And I went upstairs. I'm like, oh shoot, it's raining.
It's always way louder in there too.
Yeah. How fun! You get to play in the dirt for your job.
We're in California today, and we weren't expecting rain.
No, we don't know how to act. People don't know how to drive.
Yeah, it's good. The plants are happy though. They're gonna love this
Isn't
for
this
sure.
good?
Are these them?
So these are all them.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was expecting them to be littler. So can they directly, now we are ready to get them in the ground, or should we like greenhouse these for a little bit longer?
No, so these have been hardened. I brought them out here so they could harden off and acclimate to the outdoor weather. And this rain is perfect. They're getting used to the temperatures outside, the wind, moisture. And so when you take them, you can, depending on when you're ready to plant them,
Yeah.
I would leave them outside at this point.
Okay.
If you have a protected area,
Okay.
leave them in a protected area. You could they're extra vulnerable to critters at this stage.
Yeah.
They're extra tasty. So if you have some fabric you can throw over
Okay.
them, that would be ideal.
Okay.
Or you could just take them and plant them right away. You might want to use, some of them they're still a little small. You might want to use a butter knife to
Okay.
get them out. Typically, are all pinch
Okay.
the sides, and then so they can you just want to be, especially if you're planting with kids.
Yes, that was
just
my
be
first
extra
thought.
gentle.
Yeah.
And I'll always use a butter knife to check first to make sure they're rooted enough
Okay.
before trying to pull them out.
Oh, this is incredible.
But yeah, we have red Russian kale, dino kale. This is Romanesco.
Oh, I love that.
And then branching broccoli called Happy Rich. This one is a white cauliflower. We have red butter lettuce, salanova, mixed salad greens, and then a few, these are just to fill in for the few missing spots.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And so these are ready to go directly into our beds.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so how long did it take from when you planted this, I feel like we just talked, from when
Yeah.
they went to seed to this?
The week these were seeded was week 37, and we're in week 40 now, so 3 weeks ago.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's been warm up until this week.
Yeah.
They're still growing pretty quickly, but depending on the time of the year and the season and what the weather's like, I mean, these, if in a month or two, it could take twice as long for these to get this size if it's really cold.
Yeah.
But this is a really nice time because it's still warm. The plants want to grow, but it's getting cooler, so it's not too hot for them to get planted, but it's warm enough that they'll grow quickly and they can get established before it gets too cold.
Okay.
And when they'll kind of their growth will slow in the winter months, but that's okay because most of these you should expect to harvest next year. But wait until they get big enough.
Yeah.
Except maybe the lettuce. The lettuce will be ready sooner.
And we can
but-
cut
Oh,
the
you
lettuce,
think?
it'll keep coming back, right?
Yeah, and-
That's a
yeah.
good question.
So
Okay.
the salad mix, what our farmers do is they'll take a serrated knife, and they'll just grab the lettuce head and cut it, but leave the bottom part.
Okay. This part of it. Okay.
I would cut, these guys are much bigger. I would cut it maybe this, leave a little, an inch or so
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Okay.
And then it'll regrow. Or for a home gardener or even a school garden, I sometimes recommend just picking off the outer leaves, the biggest outer leaves. Same
Okay.
goes for the kale. And then it'll just keep regrowing from the middle.
Okay.
But would take way too long for our farmers. So
Yeah. Okay. And then do you have any of what's the other kale that you have at the grocery stores?
like a green curly.
Yeah, that I put in a smoothie, or that I,
Yeah.
not dinosaur kale.
Is it,
We can go
well,
look over here.
I see. I think I see
and
it.
if you want to add anything on to the plants you have already, just let me know.
I do. I want some.
So
Yeah,
we
this kale right here.
So this is a green curly kale. The variety is called Westlandsy. There's a lot of different varieties.
Yeah.
And then next to it is one called Frisée Rouge, and that's
That's a fancy word.
yeah, it's like a reddish purple kale.
Okay.
So those are different than the others. They're fun.
Yeah, I want a kale too that we could that because our plan is to like do a salad Fridays, so people can come and get bags of salad, and we can, I mean, you know, we'll harvest it and then keep going. So we want to appeal to a lot of people, different
totally.
types.
This
And we
one is
juice
good.
kale. Yeah.
That's cool. I think that this dino kale is good for.
Do we have this
Yes,
one or no?
we
that
have
one
done
is
it.
Okay,
over
cool.
there.
That's what I wanted. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
This one's cute, the curly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the curly is good. That's one we grow in our fields too. Enough compost, you could, whenever you dig a hole to plant a seedling, just
put
put
a
some
little-
in the hole, so it's like
That's what we
really
should do.
concentrated right where
Yeah.
the roots are.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, I think that's a.
So
yeah.
that's a fun, like for kids too, like it's a fun element to incorporate
Yeah.
and educate them on, like give some extra nutrients to the plants as you plant them. And
to help them grow.
So what was this one again?
so this is called feather meal.
Oh, exactly like what it is, like
Yeah.
ground up feathers and bones and stuff.
And you can
Okay.
buy, like we sell boxes of it from Down to Earth.
Yeah.
And or you can buy it 50-pound bags if you want to, but it's very fragrant. I always keep that one inside the greenhouse because the critters will come and eat it. The one day
I
I
can
left it out
smell it.
here, the next day it was all over
Everywhere.
the place with little raccoon footprints in it.
they had a delicious meal.
They did, and like the dogs love it.
Ooh.
So you just have to be careful with that.
Okay, good to know.
But yeah, so we'll put everything
Yeah.
in here and mix it up.
And then
So-
dump it out.
Dump it out, yeah, and then we'll take it into the greenhouse and to fill all the flats inside.
This is so cool.
I know.
So these are all your seedlings you have going right now?
Yeah, so these out here are onions. We just seeded them last week, so they're just starting to sprout. And we'll let them, these will hang out in the trays for a little while. You can just see them.
I know, the
Just
little baby
barely.
one.
Oh, little babies.
So the onions, yeah, they like a little more space, so we'll start them in a tray like this. Here's another type of onion. We have
Okay,
red
so
and
stage
yellow
1,
onions.
stage 2.
These were seeded like 4 days apart, so these guys just have a little bit of a head start. A squirrel decided to bury some nuts in that
yeah.
one.
God, it's the
But,
worst when they do that.
Yeah. And then, so we'll take the soil, dump it in here, and then fill all the flats from here
Okay.
and seed them. And we hand seed, but all of the plants that are going to our farm fields, we'll use this vacuum seeder because it's much quicker.
Oh, that was amazing. We're
We're
gonna have to get a
seeding-
demo on that.
Like all
Yeah.
the lettuce over there, like that is all one week's worth, and to hand seed, that would take a very long time.
Because
so.
each tray has what, 128 or something like that?
128. These ones have 230
Oh my gosh.
something, I think, 200 somewhere in there. So
230
and this
something.
is actually a special paper.
Oh, you were telling
Yes.
us about that.
And so this one, it's a strip of little paper cells that our farmers, they have a like walk behind tractor that they put the tray in, and it just digs the trench, it plants the chain, and then covers up the plants.
That's
So
amazing.
it saves their backs and saves so much time on their part rather than
Yeah.
hand planting.
Oh, I can't even imagine. So all that lettuce that you guys have out not filled, that is all planted by this machine, or is that all hand planted?
So the salad mix is planted with this machine, and it's not motor. There's no motor or anything. It's just a
okay,
walk,
yeah.
but it's.
I was trying to picture them in this big machine in those tents. Okay.
We have a video of it, which I can try to find
Yeah.
and send to you
Yeah,
guys if you're interested. Everything else is hand planted. So all of this, like this
Like
is
this?
kohlrabi here. So they'll go and kohlrabi, this is cilantro, pop all the little transplants
So it goes,
out.
is it hollow on the bottom?
So this is a special tray called a wind strip tray.
Yeah.
And so the plants are supposed to be happier in these trays because they have a large hole on the bottom that once
Yeah.
the roots hit, they get air pruned, so they stop growing, prevents the roots from circling around in
Yes,
their
which
cells.
you learned is bad when they do that.
Oh, yeah.
They're also a lot hardier than the other trays, so we're hoping these last us a long time, whereas I'll try to find another tray in here. Oh, like this one is the ones we were using
They break after a while.
previously. You can get a couple uses out of them, but then they break, so.
This is awesome. So do you label all of this? I mean, do you keep track of what's going week after week? Like week 1, this lettuce.
Yeah.
Week 2.
Everything has the week number
Succession.
and the variety. Yeah, there's a lot of succession planting for both the farm and the market, our marketplace sales. So we try and I try to color coordinate labels too. So the green is all the marketplace, The
That's
farm
smart.
we have
Smart.
labels is white, so or we're writing it on the side of the trays.
These are so cute. It's like a
know.
little baby.
So
Yeah.
these are all going to your market, like your
Well,
Saturday farmers market, or the where people buy plants, or
Everything, so anything in a 3-inch pot or a 6-pack is going to go to it's going
Okay.
to be sold as a plant seedling, and all of those
okay.
trays are going to go into the farm. There's a few things for the marketplace will start in
These
a
are so beautiful.
128 or 72 cell tray that we then pot up into a bigger pot.
This is like a quilt of lettuce.
crazy.
It's so
Especially
beautiful.
those ones, yeah. There's
So what do you
there's
plant the
some
most of here on the farm?
lettuce for sure.
He said the head lettuce goes to Sac City.
Yeah, so every week they come and pick up head lettuce from us. That goes in the salad bars in the Sac City Unified School District,
That's so cool.
which is awesome. All of the Salanova we sell here. We have local accounts, restaurants, and like the
Oh,
Sacramento
that's what I
Natural
was
Foods
wondering.
Co-op.
Yeah, yeah.
What
So
restaurants use it? Are you allowed to say? Or?
Right now, like Waterboy, Paragary's, Mulvaney,
sweet.
Origami, sometimes
Awesome.
One Speed. We have depending on what what we have to offer in the
Yeah.
season, like
What
we'll
they're
offer to
looking
more
for.
or less restaurants, and
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
almost every Saturday during the year we're open, and we have produce and a lot of other garden and home goods, pantry goods for sale. Our kitchen, farmhouse kitchen, makes
So
delicious
good.
brunch. Yeah, every
Yes.
Saturday, pastries, beverages, and then we also have classes almost every Saturday as well on a huge range of topics from growing plants, home gardening to medicinal herbs
Composting.
and composting. Yeah,
We've done a bunch and they're all good.
they're good, and it's a lot of soil-borne staff, and then also outside educators coming in
Cool.
to teach. Teacher trainings too happen on Saturdays as well.
Very cool.
It's like dollhouse food. Like it's so. I don't even think.
So Soilborn Farms is like our edible schoolyard, like
Yeah.
our edible schoolyard that they have in Berkeley.
Uh-huh,
you know,
uh-huh.
that's I love that you guys have this for, people can come on the weekends and just walk around. It's so inspirational. Just like, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, you can come. Yeah, just you don't even have to buy anything or take any classes. You can come and just walk around
Yeah.
and enjoy the.
I've seen people doing that. Don't
Usefulness
you have
and-
yoga here sometimes
We have
or something?
yoga. Yeah, as long not in the winter, but the rest of the
Not
year.
during the rain?
Like
Not-
today when it's like thumping rain on the.
Oh, this is so
roof
cool.
here.
So this is ongoing. So year long, you're all year long, you're planting, selling, selling.
Pretty much, yeah. So
You have to be really organized.
Yes.
Yeah.
we're seeding pretty much year round for our farm, but the quantities fluctuate. So I'm starting to see a decrease in plants for the farm. Our farm manager makes our crop plan for the farm plants, and I make the crop plan for our marketplace sales. So this space will get much emptier in the next probably month or two.
I was gonna say, do you ever run out of space in here?
Yeah, so in the spring this is a newer greenhouse. Next door is our original greenhouse.
Okay.
We'll use that space in the spring, but that one gets really hot, and so in the middle of the summer I don't use that one for plants. But we do hit a space or a time where we run out of space, and certain times of year is tricky because it's too cold to put the plants outside.
Yeah.
But we want to grow as many as possible.
I love, as I'm looking here, we said there was volunteers. Look at all the little seedlings growing on the ground.
Yeah.
Do you see all the little ones?
I know they
growing?
just fall.
They fall and
got
they're just
themselves-
like growing. It's so great. Look at the nasturtium here too. It's a good one.
Yeah. So what is your background, Emily?
So, I studied ag and environmental education at UC Davis.
That's
and
super cool.
Worked at outdoor schools and did a lot of education, but really loved outdoor ed. And so when I started, I worked a little bit after college and then got a job here as a youth educator. So I was
cool.
teaching in school gardens.
Oh, nice.
Mostly when I started, leading field trips, and then it was right 2019, right before the pandemic. So then we had to cancel a lot of our in-person education and kind of rethink how we were educating. We started making a bunch of YouTube videos, which Soil YouTube page, Soilborn's YouTube page has a ton of great videos.
Yeah.
Nice.
I used to use them when I would send lessons to parents.
Yeah.
Because there are people who do not know how to plant a plant, and you
that
you guys had like
crazy?
a how to. I know it is crazy, but it's cool.
Yeah, so
It's a great resource.
I had studied plants in college too. Like my focus was plant science,
that's
so
so
I
cool.
got more and more involved. I'd worked in greenhouses before, that's how I kind of got involved in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
And then over time slowly took it over. And spent
So
more time
is this
in
your
here.
dream job?
It is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I am so grateful to be able to be outside and just work with the community, and it just feels very impactful, like in a really wonderful way for schools, kids, people of all ages. So
it's so cool.
This is amazing.
Gardening
I want to get
is
a
so good
sample
for you.
of. Can you do a sample of this seed tray thing?
Yeah.
okay, so
Can we get one of these?
So we crashed Emily's party here. We came in and it's raining really hard, but also there was the sound of a vacuum, and we walked into this.
okay, so first I'll just clear the tray, and
We apologize ahead of time for the noise.
yes, the vacuum's loud.
The vacuum is loud.
So this is a dibbler to make holes in the tray.
Oh.
So line this up. Make sure
Will it lock in or something, or
It doesn't lock, but sometimes
you're making sure you make
just
your
make
holes.
sure that
The holes
they
are
look
deep
pretty
enough.
central and deep, because sometimes the paper chain shifts. Okay, you ready for the noise?
Hold on. I'm doing 2. Okay, go.
So vacuum turned on. Open up the valve so that air sucks through all these little holes. Then we just move the seed around until there's 1 seed per hole now. And then close the valve so all the seeds drop, and we'll see how good of a, oh, that was perfect.
Oh my gosh, look at this!
So sometimes I'll have to just
That is
help a
wild.
few seeds, but this is way faster than hand seeding
Yeah.
this tray.
So
That's
then you put
amazing.
your soil back over the top?
yeah, so we cover plants either with soil or vermiculite, depending on how big the seed is, how hardy it is. So this is lettuce, which is more sensitive, so we'll cover it with vermiculite, which is a mined substance, and it's very lightweight. It retains moisture, but also lets light through. The only downside, it's not renewable, which is kind of a bummer, and you have to wet it before you use it because the particles are really fine. But that's it. And then we'll take them and water them, all the trays, and then we load them into this, which is our germination chamber. And I'll show you the inside.
What's this thing?
Have you seen in here before?
No.
Okay, so we have 2. That one is a freezer, which I'll show you both. So this is our germination chamber.
There's
so
a body.
The germination, the what?
germination chamber.
Germination
So
Oh, it's warm.
It's warm, which is really
Yes.
it's powered by a crock pot on the bottom.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
you guys
this is wild.
are like, what is the word? Scrappy. Like, that's not the right word. but the lettuce,
inventive. Or,
but
so
creative.
it's just a crock pot,
crock pot.
attached to a thermostat, so we can set a temperature, ideal temperature. It's often
And
not
moisture of it.
And the moisture this adds the humidity, and the moisture really helps the seeds, and the warmth really helps the seeds germinate, because every seed has an ideal temperature it likes to open at and germinate at. So we'll put everything in here, and we check this once or twice a day, and as soon as one plant in this tray emerges, the whole tray comes out, because once they germinate, the plants are going to start looking for light, and this is dark in here, so the plants will get leggy if it's not checked regularly. But so this one is insulated. It keeps the space is warm. This other one, the freezer, also functions as a freezer too, so it can warm and cool.
This is wild.
This one's not on at the moment, but it's the same sort of system, thermostat.
Just a
crock
freezer
pot.
turned into.
But as soon as this one we'll typically use this one for lettuce and set it lettuce like 65 degrees. It likes colder temperatures than a lot of seeds, and so if it gets too warm, the freezer will kick on. and cool the space so
You
it
guys
stays
are
cool.
smart.
Inventive.
Yes.
Very
These
inventive.
are these are all things too that we've discovered online from other farmers and
Yes.
That's so cool.
yeah, there's
so
a lot
cool.
of great resources.
This month, our lesson for the school is seedlings. And
Awesome.
when you talked about them looking for light, like that's what we're trying to teach them is that they'll root, but then they start to look for light, and that's how their leaves grow, and then
Yeah.
it's like the process. So
When I took Shannon's class, I remember her talking about and I was trying to find a book that showed us remember they all have little cell backpacks, and you don't want to push them down too far because they don't have enough energy to get all the way to the top. I remember that. It was
Yeah.
that was mind blowing for me. And I was trying to find a way or something so we could
To
describe
teach
that
that.
for the kids, you know,
Backpacks of energy.
backpacks
Yeah.
of energy.
No, that's a great. It's really
So
important,
fun.
and a lot of people don't think they'll just go and plant their seeds
Yeah,
in the ground.
you think you want to make a hole, like a deep hole.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like
So
this
how deep do
lettuce.
you go?
So in here we kind of we focus less on depth and how we
Okay.
accommodate for the different seed size and energy quantities is with what we cover it with. So either the small seeds that don't have as much energy we're covering with vermiculite because it's really easy for them to break through that, and it's lightweight, whereas other bigger seeds and also everything in the brassica family, which is the cabbage family, so broccoli, kale, those get all covered with soil. They're small seeds, but they get covered with soil because they like it. They like to be a little deeper underground.
Okay.
But I'll use my finger, and this is what we teach the kids too, like as a measuring tool for how deep to plant seeds. So the tiny little seeds you're only going to plant like maybe to the top of your fingernail.
Hang on. Say that again.
Okay, so everyone has their best gardening tool with them on their body, which is their finger for planting seeds. So the smallest seeds, so like lettuce, herbs, flowers, you want to plant just to maybe the top of your fingernail, and often all it takes is just scraping the surface of the soil. Slightly bigger seeds, so like the broccoli family seeds, you want to plant to your first knuckle. And then the biggest seeds, so like beans, squash, corn, you're going to plant to your second knuckle, your big knuckle.
Okay.
And you just make the hole under the soil and then pop in the seed, and
The way you go.
done.
away you're
That
done.
is so cool.